The original sin means there was two beings created, one out of the other, right? So we could call that clone, right? I'm coming to a point. So woman's the clone of man. But then now we have the test. Paradise. You see all this? You can have all this except that. Right?
Right.
It's an important point. This is what's missing in Christianity. This is what makes Christianity so beautiful. But there's something about rebellion, which is God gives them the first man a choice, knowing he'd fail. You can't help but fail because the serpent is the wisest of all the creatures. In other words, there was something that preceded the creation of man and woman. Something happened.
Right.
Forces,
right.
Intelligence, angels, if you like to call them angels.
Yeah.
And angels have no body. So therefore, if there was a war in heaven of some kind, because they also have to have choices. Even they have to have a choice between good and evil, because otherwise it's machines.
Right.
Animals are machines. Angels are not machines. They have to have a choice whether they go. When God creates something, if he wants to create something with free will, something that really loves, he has to create something that chooses to love or not to love. But animals can't choose to love. All they have to do is love the earth from which they were born. Right? That's the environmental creatures. That's evolutionary bound.
Right.
See, so there's endless changes that only get better.
Yes.
The strong get stronger and the weak get eaten.
Right.
Okay. Get it so far?
I got you.
Now, so human beings are created different. The earth is finished. Now he creates, and how does he create? He creates a clone. He takes a part of her. Now we understand that scientists can take a piece of a person and make a duplicate. Okay, so that's what he did. And this duplicate is not as good as original, but it's not a duplicate, it's an opposite. See? And meant for procreation. And it was all, but then there's the choice. There's the choice that the angels have. The angels are forces. They're in this room. As I'm talking to you, they're right in this room. And they're right inside people. And so, because even a child, when a dollar bill is sitting on the table, on the night table of Daddy, he's got a little toy that he wants to buy, and Dad won't let him buy it, or he can't buy it. So he thinks of the dollar bill as a toy that he wants, and he wants something that's unreasonable, but he's driven by impulses he doesn't know where they're coming from. See? Like the little boy once told me, he was 5 years old, he was playing cowboys and Indians or something, and something told him to pick up a rock and smash his friend's head in. He didn't know where it came from.
Yeah.
He drops the hot rock and run. So each person can have thoughts that enter the mind from somewhere, because the mind is a radio set. It is set to receive evil or good. And when we're born, we can't help but be born into a world of imperfect parents